Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Kanata no Astra. And last episode we learned all about Shars, his background in this cool fantasy-like kingdom with kings and queens and that sort of system. Very unique sort of thing in the modern era. And he had a childhood friend, Sarah, who turned out to be Arias, although nobody really knows that. Aside from maybe Shars, but that's kind of up in the air, what he knows, what he doesn't know. But we got some real insight into his character, which is good, because that was one of the few people left that we didn't have much on. But as far as actual conflict of the episode goes, we crash landed on a planet. It's pretty terrible, because we're already having talks about what if we have to live for the rest of our lives. That would kind of suck, because that would have been better on the last planet, before the tidal wave at least. That did kind of ruin things, but before that, that would have been the ideal place to camp out for the rest of your life. Hitori especially had a hard time. She just wanted to leave. I don't blame her really, but she was given the option to hibernate in the thing, but decided not to. But that was very important foreshadowing for a later reveal in the episode. And that's what happened. We went to another ship, very similar to our ship, and we found someone just kind of sleeping in there. It had a little help thing on it, so we went to go help. So she can't really complain too much. I got a comment about how cruel it is to save her when they're the ones that kind of need saving, because the way it's always going to go is they open it. She's like, I'm awake. Oh, rescue finally came. Yay, thank you. Where's your ship? It's like, oh, well, yeah, glad to be here. Our ship's over there, but I should probably tell you, the thing doesn't work. Like, you're not being saved. We're just we're all in this together, but you're not alone anymore, right? You got friends. It's all good. So yeah, she might be a bit disappointed when she realizes that this is not a rescue party. At best, this is more friends. I know that, I mean, that's something, of course, but because if it is true that they will never get rescued, which is something that's certainly a possibility, you could argue that having some friends to be miserable with together makes it a little bit better. I don't know. It's a very complicated thing, but since I do believe that we'll be able to, through our respective ships, come up with some kind of working ship to fly away, because I'm pretty confident in that, I can't feel too bad for anyone here. But I'm sure there will be some pretty strong initial, why would you wake me up, you jerks? I was having such a nice nap. There probably will be something like that. But regardless, I do kind of understand their perspective, because they saw a help sign. They probably got a little bit panicked, like, what, someone needs our help, let's go save them. You know, didn't think about it too much, because sometimes you don't think about it too much when you feel you have a chance to save someone. They're in front of you, you save them. I think My Hero Academia talked a little bit about that, how your body moves before you can really think about it. So I definitely can't fault them too much for it, but yeah, I definitely could be seen from the perspective of being kind of messed up. Regardless, I talked way too much in this intro, so let's just get into it, because I am definitely curious what this girl's deal is. She's quite attractive, probably an important person. Bad adventure, I guess. So let's learn a bit more about our new friend. So 3, 2, 1, play. See? And by the way, Olga, you don't talk. We want to make good first impression, so you be quiet. It definitely is. No question on this one. She's no Luca. Oh. You okay? I mean, I guess, yeah, there would be some muscle issues after 12 years of that. So she's probably not in too much of a position to think much of this situation at all. But there will come a time when she gets disappointed. I am the titular character. I am here to sort of rescue you. We have food, at least, like some. The help is a strong word. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I'm getting ready for the disappointment now, because just no. Lost and found. Interesting way to refer to a person. But yeah, she was lost and we found her, so. So have they told her yet that we're not going anywhere? Because he might just skip past that reveal. That's a shirt. Russapop. Okay. Jesus. Arc 6. Paulina. Okay. Paulina. She seems nice enough. So, astronaut, name, the Arc 6. That's all we got from her so far. It's not a lot, but I guess it's something. So next we ask for 3 sizes, right? Arya's just jumping in joy. It's quite pleasant to watch. You know, Arya's name, I think, was upside down in her shot. I wonder if that's intentional for the different name representation, like the backwards name thing. Sarah. They look so good in the spacesuits, though. Just, they really do. Especially enjoying the from behind shots from both Arias and Kitori. And she's just upside down in the skirt. Just, why is the only one upside down, the one in the skirt? I don't quite get the logic there. I mean, I kind of do. And of course, we don't get a behind the shot from her because her assets are up front. Is that Paulina? With the hand against the glass? It might have been. It goes by pretty quickly. Why is the smallest one so far in the back? Anyway, gonna get some backstory now? Yep, we're gonna get the full experience of her journey. I'm guessing we didn't make much progress on that. Yeah, relatable, for sure. They look far less important than you do, character design-wise. Except sleep, yeah. You're all alone and all you can do is sleep. I definitely get that. To fly. I know that's not what he was asking, but that's what I would say. Be a smart aleck. Of course, yeah, can't give us all the answers right away. they're just happy to have an attractive woman on board now. Although I still think Kitori looks a little bit better. But she's close. They're in the same league for sure. Well, mission's a strong word. We were just sent to die and we're trying not to. We were just on a camping trip. It just went horribly wrong. Yeah, now we're gonna tell her how we got here. Like, you're not getting help. It was just sitting out in the middle of space. Nobody else wanted it. You know, we figured it was up for grabs. Lost and found. You could just watch the first 7 episodes of the anime. Won't take that long to do. This poor woman. I feel so bad for her. She gets a kick out of it, though. We really gotta drop the bomb on her at some point. Yeah, we should have told you this a while ago. We got your hopes pretty high up. There you go. But like I said, I'm sure it'll be fine in the end, but still. Put me back in the pod, please. Oh no, not again. You need to at least go in the pod first. Yeah, Kitori, our doctor. Keep forgetting that's kind of what her role is. Kind of. Yeah, what are the odds? Yeah, okay. So not as much of a miracle as you were led to believe. I like how we're justifying the coincidence with this. But 2 broken ships together could be a fixed ship, guys. We just use the electric plant thingies to charge it, and we go. We got a new crew member. She just saw all the food, and I wanted some. Here we go, we're starting to figure things out. But yep, we're putting it together. Really shouldn't play with your food. I feel like I was way faster than them on figuring out the solution. And there we go, now we just gotta do it. I mean, saying it's the easy part. They do look extremely similar. Wow, it's very clear when they're side by side. Yeah, repair montage. So yeah, luckily we shouldn't have to be disappointed for too long, because we're getting things figured out pretty quickly. Okay, we got it connected. Now we just gotta hope for the best. It could be... This is pretty early on in the episode, so I assume something will go wrong. I don't blame you for that. Don't say when. You're kind of raising a flag there, man. At least wait till after we're off the ground to say things like that. He's young, he's got time. Gotta have dreams, though. Peace, huh? It was very peaceful in my pod. Oh yeah, that would probably be one of the first questions you should ask. Yeah, your friends are probably a lot older now. What did she realize? Yes? Is that a problem, Paulina? Please calm down. I mean, time passes. I'm not sure what your question is exactly. Please don't hurt me. So, was something big supposed to happen? What exactly was your mission? We're still being vague on that. It's obviously related to that somehow, maybe. Well, you're not the only one, if it makes you feel any better. We'll talk later. I just get some rest. I'm not sure what to make of this girl just yet. Planet Icarus crisis, basically, yeah. Our new knock 'em up, Paulina. That's perfect name. Yeah, Kitori. She was afraid of the worst, so it's good to see tears of joy now. And she's gotta feel a little bit out of place. We've become such... We've bonded so much. And now she enters in. Yeah, we're pretty cheery most of the time. Oh, but did we get anything good? Yay? Question mark? So, I mean, I guess meat's meat, so I guess it's good news. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of meat up there. Sure. Well, get revenge on those plants by eating them. Ah, of course. Oh, that thing is kind of scary. A little bit, yeah. Oh, they cut it off from the sunlight and it can't move? That's some serious sunlight dependency. Oh, it's still so gross. No! Yeah, I would have a hard time with that too. Yeah. Like Titans. The harmless ones. You go do that, Kitori. It's something you can handle. Do we have to have mushroom, though? So they became a little picnic over here. Nice sound design on that. What was that response? Well, that stung a bit. Yeah, I think everyone's pretty happy about that. Aside from maybe the person that sabotaged the ship initially. So let's watch out for that. Back to that. What's that? Similar to kind of all of us. Tata? That's actually kind of a nice little picture there. That is way better than I could draw. He tears it in half. Looks kind of lifeless a little bit. But doesn't seem like a bad person from that. You know. Still that's that is pretty messed up. Like, I was kind of jokingly thinking he would, tear it right in front of him, but it wasn't too far off. Just a little joke there somewhere. Getting a little bit frustrated there. Oh. Damn. Okay. I mean, there's not much room for misinterpretation there. Okay. Not quite the response I expected. Did I miss anything? Oh, wow. He... I guess he didn't remember that childhood marriage promise. Oh, wow. She was cute back then. I mean, he did technically agree. He didn't sound super excited, but he did agree. And, yeah, I mean, you would definitely agree to that. Wow, the bluntness. I can't take it. What is this scene? Oh god, that escalated really quickly, really fast. And yeah, marriage pretty much reestablished there. Okay, dreams do come true. Never lose faith there, Kitori, I guess. That was a thing. She tie her hair back? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I'm kind of really mad at you right now. I mean, I know why it would fit in a helmet better, but I'm still salty about it. But yeah, ship's moving. It's all good. So, what will we find? Pauline. Pauline want a cracker? Oh, that looks pretty bad. But yeah, something to investigate. The rover. Yeah, that didn't end well. I mean, I don't think we're gonna find any... I don't think they're gonna be alive, like... But I wonder if we'll find anything useful or important. Oh, like a dog tag? ID tag, yeah. Glenn, huh? I almost expected a hand to come out of the ground or something there. Well, not necessarily a hand, but something. Because, yeah, whatever attacked them can attack us. Probably should have thought of that sooner. Jeez. Ooh. That was too close. It's time to leave. Like, 2 minutes ago. Yeah, Paulina, you gotta come too. Like, nothing for us here. Oh, well. There is that, I guess. That's gonna be considered important, isn't it, by her? And if it's important to her, Kanata's gonna, yeah. I watch enough anime, I know how this goes. That's showing it. He's being Kanata. Yeah, that too. Oh, that is impressive. Gonna have only really one chance at this, and yeah, he got it. Yes, watch your landing. Ooh, ooh, that was too close. But he got it actually fairly quickly. I'm quite impressed. It went far more smoothly than I expected. Now, in exchange for this, please put your hair back. It's something, at least. Bart. And now he can leave. She's pretty lucky. Most potential rescuers would not have went out of the way for that. And yeah, the episode's basically over, so not much left to do. Just hang out on the ship. Maybe chat with any member a bit. Nice. Just don't steal anyone else's strawberry. Ow. Oh, ow. Oh god, are we just gonna break everything? A lot happened in about 5 seconds. No, not the cake. Not the cake. Oh, her hair's back. Oh. You missed an event. Okay, but we kind of dropped the cake. Double party. Oh, it's got like a little leaf hairpin. It's actually kind of nice. Been at least 12 years. What's more important than our conversation, Kitoni? Donated blood. Oh, that definitely thickens the plot. So maybe we are getting a cloning. Yeah. Funi's mother was her best friend. There's definitely something going on here. Yeah, I'm so glad we're talking about this. Because I was thinking the same thing. They look way too similar to not be blood related. I'm so glad we're bringing this up. I guess that's also another possibility. It doesn't have to be cloning, it could just be a legitimate child pop somewhere. I'm not letting go of my cloning theory. Love her. I mean, what else? What would really change? Oh, that was cute. Oh. Oh god, I wasn't expecting that one. That. I made it a minute after that. But anyway, Zach, what are you doing? That doesn't tell me anything, Zach. Elaborate. I'm not a mind reader. So maybe we'll find out. So we are talking about that. Okay, that's what I thought. So. Right, right. Is it cloning? There we go. And it's been confirmed. Cloning is the thing that's happening. So, yeah, that definitely... Definitely, I mean, I predicted it, I guess, but it's still pretty cool. So, that was the 8th episode of Kanata no Astra. And yeah, what can I say about this episode? We rescued Paulina, and yeah, first thing she did was just kind of spit out liquid, which I kind of enjoyed that. But yeah, she was very weak, as you'd expect, you know, muscles atrophy and all that after you've just been laying there for 12 years. It's to be expected. So we kind of had to, you know, get her cleaned up a bit before we could really start talking to her. And she didn't seem to remember a whole lot about her mission, of course, because that's how you know something's going to be an important plot point when a character just has a very selected memory loss of that particular thing. But she is Paulina Livinskaya, butchering that name, from the Arc 6. So, yeah, all she really told us about her mission was, I mean, they stopped there because of malfunctions, and the ship attacked them, like, similar to us. Like, I don't think she really told us much at all about what happened. Like, she said the crew went outside, never came back, so obviously they died. That kind of went without saying. And she was alone and hibernated when they never came back. So it makes sense, I mean. But she really didn't give us too many details on anything important about her mission. But we'll get that. And the real funny part was when they tried to explain to her what their situation is, because it's so much more ridiculous, no matter how you look at it. Well, we went on a camping trip, you know, having a great time. Suddenly a big old sphere came up and sucked us in and popped us in the middle of space, and we found an abandoned ship that was in working condition, just sitting there for whatever reason. We just hopped on a board and went from planet to planet, eventually hoping to get home, and then we stumbled upon you in a very similar situation as you. And yeah, like, it's pretty silly no matter how you think of no matter how you try to explain it. I did love her kind of confusion as they tried to explain it poorly. It's like, what's exactly happening here? I don't quite get it. There's such a terrible explanation. But, you know, I think she eventually got it. But she's just happy to be rescued. I mean, they did kind of have a bit of a reveal here where they told her that, yeah, we're in the same situation as you. We're not going to immediately be able to bring you home or anything like that. But there really wasn't much done with it because it was such a temporary problem. You know, once we discovered that she had a ship, it was just kind of putting a couple blocks together to figure out that, hey, yeah, we could just put our ships together, sort of, and fly on out of here. So nothing too surprising about any of that. So it's a good thing she didn't have to revel in disappointment for very long. Because it did look like it hit her pretty hard, though, the initial realization of that. And yeah, a little montage of putting it together. And then we had a scene of her, like, in the nurse's office, talking to Yunhua, interestingly enough. Interesting choice to have somebody talk to her. And she was pretty shocked about when she found out what year it was, which isn't too surprising. But definitely something pretty important there. Like, I'm trying to think about what this could really mean. A little freak out here. So what does she say exactly? She mostly just expresses a surprise of the year. So, obviously there was something that was planned to happen after she got stranded here and before now. That must have happened if now is now. So, something, maybe bad, happened, and that's what she's freaking out about, but she doesn't remember the specifics of it. Obviously, this could probably be connected to the cloning thing as well. The genetic DNA research that's always been kind of building up to a big plot point in the show. So, because yeah, how much do we know about that? We have had memory transplants discussed, which has a very obvious direct correlation with cloning, because if you make a clone, it would carry over the memories, right? So that's probably connected to that in some way. And all their parents are probably involved in this cloning operation, and getting rid of the children may be a way of keeping this secret. But the only ones that seem to be clones, well, the only ones that are obviously clones, or could be clones, is Kitori and her sister, right? Are they both clones? Is only one of them a clone? Because, my voice. What could be the case is literally everyone on this ship is a clone. And they wanted to just kind of get rid of them because of legal issues or something. And this was a quick way to get rid of all those failed clones that have no place in society. It could be something like that. Maybe that's... Maybe that's why the parents were all so cold to them, because they weren't technically their real children. Because actually, yeah, that makes more sense now. The father telling Zach, looking at him like he's a doll, it makes a lot more sense if he's a clone, because then he would be kind of like a borderline object, not the real child. So that would make sense. That would make sense why all of them, because I said before their connection was the fact that they came across as unwanted children, right? And if they're clones, that makes sense. That all connects. Yeah, that definitely all connects. Why? Yeah, but then it comes into play though, like the memories, like how much of the memories is of the clone and how much is of the original version, if that's the case. Man, there's just, this goes so deep. Though I think I'm onto a lot of things here. There's still a lot of nuts and bolts I'm trying to figure out, but I think I get the gist of the plot now. Trying to deal with clones. I'm fairly confident in that. I'm fairly confident that they're all clones now, or at least some of them. At least some of them, but probably all of them. Because of Kitori, we know at least one of them. At least one of them, maybe probably two of them, but probably all of them, honestly. But if they are clones, that would beg the question what happened to the originals. That maybe they died. Because cloning in fiction is sometimes done as a way to replace a lost loved one, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how deep this rabbit hole goes. I'm sure we'll figure out more. But yeah, cloning has definitely come to the forefront as being a big plot point. In fact, Luca might be a extra failed clone because the whole mixed gender thing. So yeah, I don't know though. Just my head's kind of just all jumbled up with all the information that we have, trying to make sense of it all. And I didn't even talk about the marriage confession thing we got from Zach and Kitori. That was a fun little scene. That was kind of an amazing scene. Zach's just sort of blunt, deadpan responses to this kind of thing that Kitori's getting so flustered and excited about. Just the contrast between emotions there, very, very clear. So that's an interesting ship for sure. But yeah, looking at him like he's a doll makes so much sense now. So much sense. But still, the reason why is probably the biggest mystery. Why the clones? Why were they cast away? You know, why make them to begin with? That's kind of the thing I'm most curious about right now. And obviously, if they are clones, what are the originals doing? That's kind of what my biggest points of confusion are right now. And if they are clones, like, what is their end game? Like, what place do they have in society if they are clones? If they get back and there's just no place for them because the originals still exist? That's assuming the originals do exist. I still don't know what the deal with that is, if that's the case. A lot of my speculation is contingent on them being clones, which may not even be true. But, you know, I'm having thoughts and just trying to communicate them as best I can. A lot of them are probably wrong. But, yeah, very, very interesting stuff for sure. I really need to start watching reactions to the show, because I know Tiago reacted to it, you know, while it was airing probably. I should probably go check out that soon. I kind of wanted to not do that because he's a lot smarter than I am, so he probably figures out things a lot quicker than I do, so he could kind of inadvertently spoil things for me. That's probably why I haven't done that yet, but I'm definitely tempted to. So, and then, yeah, the little silly scene of them all falling over and cake all over her face. Kitori walking into that mess, just wondering what the heck happened. That was funny. That was funny. I'm just so glad they brought up the siblings thing, because that is something I thought about. I was like, okay, first thing I thought when these two were first introduced was, yeah, they're clearly siblings. They look so much like each other. And then they said, oh, yeah, she's adopted. I'm like, what? No, just no. But yeah, we brought them back up here because, yeah, they clearly are real siblings, sort of, like they have a relation. They're the same person or based off of the same person. Like, but there's a age difference, though, for sure. So maybe she's like a late clone. Maybe she's a failed clone. I don't know. But they mentioned the mother, like the mother's friend's child thing. So that could be important in some way. I'm not sure how that connects exactly, though. Maybe one of them had a child, the other one wanted one too, so they made a clone of her and gave her one. And then she had to be given kind of back after the supposed car crash. I don't know. I think that's probably the limit of my speculation right now, without going in circles. But this is really interesting stuff. I can't remember the last time I was just so sucked into the mystery of a show like this. It's been a long time, so I am really glad I'm watching this show. It's pretty incredible little thing here. So yeah, definitely look forward to learning more, to finding out more answers. This is a thing. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.